It's season 4. Get the fours up. It's the fourth quarter
Fourth
program.
quarter, baby.
Fourth
Fourth
quarter
quarter, baby.
program. DEGENYC, we're back. I don't know if people thought we would be back after our tumultuous ending to last season, but hey, we're also the guys that gave you a 50 burger hot off the grill in a couple seasons ago. So we were resting on our laurels last season, but we're back. We're excited. There's football in the air, Yenzer. There's football in the air.
We had to give Vegas, we had to give a little back. Okay. We're
We
like the casinos. We can't take everything.
That's right.
You know, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. We had to give them a little bit. We had to give a
Yeah.
little back, and we're
We
back.
gave him a little bit. You know what? We said you guys have been so kind to
Yeah.
us. You know, you've comped us so many things. This is the least we could do.
You
This
know
is the
what?
least we could do.
We didn't take a gap year. We just said, you know what? This isn't the strongest year, but we're back. Football is back next Saturday. I don't know how many people don't realize that football is back. We're not going to focus on week 0 yet.
No,
Excuse me, Frank. Settle. We're just
settle.
doing we're doing nothing but preseason, little talk, little what's going on lately. But Frankie, you're Meg the Stallion. You're driving the boat. What's going on, dude?
That's right. I would be remiss if we didn't um reference those or pay homage to those that are going to be unable to watch this upcoming football season.
He
It's hit
loves
us very hard. This is like during the ESPYS where they do the in memoriam.
it.
I would like to do an in memoriam, but
Please,
I don't want to do a typical in memoriam.
please. All right.
Yinzer, I would like to play a game, and welcome to the first segment of this season. I would like to play a game called Is or Was.
Okay, I like it. I like it. I have a game for you at the end, so I feel like we got some good stuff going. I feel
Okay,
like we can.
okay. Well,
All
your
right,
games are more like Jigsaw from Saw
it's
because
true.
you just tried to do circuitous things to make me look stupid.
That's
That's
exactly
your,
what I have planned. It's
yeah,
exactly what I have planned. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
me,
Is
I'm
or was
testing your knowledge. You want me to say a slur and then get fired.
trying to get us viral. I want to apologize for greatness. Sorry. Is or was
Is or
simple rules. I
was.
like that. Yeah, I
So
like it.
so when somebody is alive, Wikipedia will say this person is. When somebody is
Yeah.
dead, Wikipedia will say this person was.
Okay. All
So
right.
let's start. I'm going to
I
give
like
you a
this.
name right here. This is a non-athlete. I got non-athletes and I got athletes.
Okay.
Mel Brooks is or
Is
was.
is
You think Mel Brooks is alive?
is alive.
Born in 1926.
He's still kicking.
He is alive. He's very much alive. Two, he's been twice married.
Good job if you can get it. Funny
Sick man.
guy. He wasn't afraid to toss some slurs around either.
That's true. That's true.
Just saying. Just saying.
Let's play another is or was. Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz.
Yaz. I think Yaz is no longer with us. I think Yaz is a was.
Yaz, born in 1939.
I think Yaz is was.
Yaz is alive. Yaz is very
Oh,
much alive. He's thriving. His grandson doing well. Carlos
R.I.P.
Yastrzemski
Wade
still
Phillips.
alive. I got a couple more here. Let's go
Yeah.
back to a non-athlete. Betty White is or was.
She's dead.
Okay, she is. That one I tried to get you. I
No,
tried to
she's
get you with
dead.
Betty White. She's been dead. She's been dead like half a decade.
They tried to do the gag for a while, like we can't believe she's still alive, and they tried that shtick for like 5 years, and then she croaked, and everybody ran out. So now they have to find a new grandma that to swear to people. So no,
And I don't even know who's taking the reins of that.
they tried to make our girl, what's the girl, Southern girl, music, Dolly Parton. Sorry,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
Dolly Parton, great woman. Won't say anything bad about Dolly, not on the pod or off.
I got two more. Okay. I hopefully the viewers see that. This is a listening show, but I got two more.
Okay, I'm ready.
This is the Yinzer in you. I'm testing you.
Okay,
Mean Joe Green.
he's alive.
Mean Joe Green is very much alive.
Yeah,
Mean Joe Green
I
is
have a
very
Mean
much
Joe
alive.
Green Stellars jersey. I would know. I'll put a patch on. I'll put the black band on it when he goes to come in the NBA. Right here on the
But the
sleeve.
70, get the
I'll,
75 on the chest.
I'll cuff that thing right there. Mean Joe Green, very much alive.
I'll
That's
drink
why
some.
Pittsburgh's got a Super Bowl.
I'll drink. Oh, folks, teaser. And then the last one is or was
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan,
Mhm.
the Hulkster.
I didn't want you to play on my heartstrings,
I know.
but the Hulkster, this is kind of a trick question because the Hulkster is still with me in spirit.
Okay.
So physical Hulk Hogan, gone. Spiritual Hulkster, he's still with us. Hulkster was one of DJNYC's biggest fans, avid
Hmm.
listener.
True.
Always in the comment section.
It's
He
true.
used a lot of Terry Bollea, not a huge fan.
Right.
Hulkster, huge fan.
And you have to separate the two because in a court of law, they're different people.
They are legally different, and it hurts me because I know every time that I make a pick, I know the Hulkster's not here to enjoy with me, and it's been tough. It's been tough without the Hulkster here. I've struggled with it. Now let me just give this. Let me give sort of like a content warning like they have to put on like rush hour before they play it now because of all of Frankie's liberal enclave listeners. Hulk Hogan,
Oh,
Hulk Hogan, bad father, sure.
yeah.
Notable racist, yeah, probably.
Documented. Well,
Talented wrestler,
Terry.
there. Okay. Talented wrestler? Not really. So there's your little warning. Hulk Hogan still, he's a real American. He's fighting for rights of every man. He didn't say he was fighting for the rights of some. He didn't say he's fighting for the rights of 73% of the country. He's fighting
That's
for
right.
everyone.
That's right.
Uh,
That's right.
maybe maybe before you go online and be a little social justice warrior, maybe you thank the Hulkster because he was fighting for what's right.
Yeah.
Just saying. I've said my piece, but
I like to quote Hulk Hogan whenever somebody gives me a dead pick. I like to tell them that doesn't work for me, brother.
that ain't gonna work for me. I told you I listened to like a 2.5 hour YouTube compilation
Yeah.
of nothing but wrestlers telling Hulk Hogan lies, and it was the funniest podcast I've ever listened to. And anything, my estimation of him as a man rose after it.
Hmm.
He would just, Hulk would walk into Nitro at 7:55, change the finish, just say it's not gonna work for me, brother, and I respect
That's right.
that.
That's right. We're going to air at 8 p.m. He's walking
Yeah,
in at 7:50,
Hulk said I'm not
going
giving
up to
Hulk.
Eric Bischoff, being like, that
Yeah,
doesn't work for me, brother.
Hulk's not dropping the belt on TBS. He's just not. It's not gonna happen.
It's
That's why we love the Hulk. Like
not on
the
the
amount of
Turner Network. It ain't
the,
happening.
the amount of times that I've loved to be at a work meeting, it's just been like, it's not going to work for me, brother, and nobody would get the reference. But the Hulkster's the best. Before we go on, I know you have something planned for the Hulkster.
I do.
What is your favorite Hulk moment of all time? Because I guarantee mine is not going to be the same as yours. What's your favorite Hulk moment of all time?
This doesn't include his tweets. You want me to talk about like his stuff in
Tweets
the
are
ring?
different. No, it just. I would say favorite Hulk Hogan piece of either. I wouldn't even say media, just favorite Hulk Hogan moment. If you could rewatch anything, what is it? Good or bad?
Uh, aside from the spray paint NWO,
I have that on my list. Where
which
like where somebody where like a player drops a slur and they just use the Hogan meme with just the
the
end.
N,
Hilarious.
and then like
Hits
the
every time.
first part of the W is just an I. Yeah.
Hits
Uh,
every time. Great
him
call.
listening to Young Jeezy in the truck.
Oh, that's a great. He plays it like 6 times. That's a
Yeah,
great.
because that's a great song.
That is, and that's an absolutely great moment. I have to say, my favorite Hulk, and this is I encourage everybody to go watch this. Go look for the NWO's first promo, their first one. It's like 5 minutes long, and it's Nash and Hall are doing like a an NWO promo, and Hulk is still doing like a promo from the 80s, and neither one of them can get on the same. It looks like they're doing it in two different sound stages. It's the greatest thing of all time. It starts off with them doing their normal promo, and then Hulks are just like going off for 30 minutes and you can tell about 30 seconds in, Nash and Hall are over him, but they're just gonna let Hulk Hogan cook.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
funniest 5 minutes of your life. Just it's like if you gave them two different scripts for a movie and they're like, all right, this is a comedy and this is a horror movie, and everybody had to act in the same scene. It's fantastic.
yeah. I
It's
like that. I like that.
unintentional comedy through the roof, and that's why we love the Hulkster.
He will
Uh,
be missed. Before
right,
we move
right.
on from the Hulkster, I would like to send out a couple of my favorite Hulk Hogan tweets.
I can't wait for him. I guarantee we have a lot of the same, but please read them out. Is this Hulk Hogan or Terry Bollea?
This is Hulk. This is HH because
Okay, I
he
was gonna say,
signs
can
off
you?
every tweet with HH.
That's what I say. You have to tell the listeners how you can tell it's from Terry Bollea or Hulk Hogan
It says
because they're
HH, double
different.
H. All
Double
right.
A.
This says sending out love and prayers to the victims and families in Vegas, praying nonstop for those hanging on to life. Godspeed, love, recovery, HH. Followed up immediately, 10 hours later, done.
So the Hulkster is like, I'm gonna set aside 8 to 10 hours for prayer, and then he's like, I'm done, brother.
Yeah, he
He's the
said
fucking
done.
he's the
Yeah, I
fucking
don't know if we
man.
can see it, but you can see right there. Done.
The man, absolutely the man. I love,
Um,
yeah.
this next one of my favorites. This is whenever he was going into court proceedings. Um, and I'm one of two people that have this tweet bookmarked. There's only
I
been
love
two
this.
bookmarks ever on this tweet, so it's a rare one, but it's probably my favorite. Got the bandana glued on tight. Get a good lawyer, brother. HH. Love
Love that.
that.
It's life advice.
Yeah.
That's the you just can't teach it. That's
Get
life
a good
advice. Hulk
lawyer.
Hogan.
I got that headband glued on tight.
I mean, where are we in a country where you can't go have sex with your friend's wife? Like a D tier radio host, and that gets published. That's just not. It's not what we
I
fought for.
forgot about that.
Oh yeah,
I
that's yeah,
forgot about that guy.
yeah.
That
That's
guy's
yeah.
probably made
He
more
wanted
money. That radio show host probably made more money than I'll ever see, and that's disgusting.
he wanted the Hulkster to bang his wife. So good for him.
He did want that.
Uh, if
Okay.
you if you ever
Uh,
want to find the Hulk Hogan memes from the sex tape, Hulk Hogan did a running commentary during it, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's
really?
great. Oh
I
yeah,
might.
he talks about how he should have eaten before this, and he feels like a fat pig. It's great. It's incredible.
All right. I might got to give that a watch on the big
You're done
screen.
after this. Let's
Yeah.
watch it together, just
All
guys.
right. Let's give some life updates.
Okay.
Um, I am still doing my thing in New York.
Yep.
I've had very minor success with in-person comedy, but virtual comedy, i.e., my videos, have done really well.
Killing it.
In the past year, we've gotten almost 10 million views. We're at 9 million something. We're at 12,000 followers combined, maybe 13. So we are trending upwards.
Did I tell you that I actually had a Franklin Miller comedy video in the wild on Instagram one day? I was
There we
scrolling and
go.
you just randomly came up.
I
Yeah,
love that.
organic. Yeah, it was
People come up
it's
to me
kind of
at
a shock.
work. People come up to me. I've had a couple people on the street.
We love it.
Yeah.
Tell them about the pod every once in a while.
Um,
Every fifth person.
I am actively dating multiple people at once.
There you go. There we
None
go.
of them have worked out. And
Sounds
I
about right.
actually got a couple that I went out with last week. I don't think they want to run it back.
Franklin Miller, Frankie Dimes, is the true. He is the transfer portal living in person, which is just because it's new doesn't mean it's better. It's you see these teams and they're like, oh, they have six. They got eight new guys in. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean it's a good thing. New doesn't always mean better.
No, it
Frank hasn't
doesn't.
learned that yet.
It's a gamble. Look at Florida State. Almost college football playoff. Then they win 3 games.
Pretty insane. So here's life update for me. More of the same. Still in the Natty. Probably moving out of here soon. It's turning into some sort of Mad Max hellhole. Uh,
Oh,
and your boy, your boy's not afraid of gunplay. Love some gunplay.
sure.
A little too much gunplay in the Natty. A little too much.
Okay.
Couple drive-bys. It seems like every day the news starts with another homicide, which isn't great. Not for property or real estate values. As a home and landowner, I've
Yeah.
been able to vote in the 1800s. Not a big deal, but it's just it's the Natty maybe not the best place. Maybe not on your summer playlist.
We
I don't
need
know.
Cameron to come back.
Killer Cam would solve a lot of things in my
That's what I'm
life.
saying. Elect him as mayor. You guys already elected Jerry Springer as mayor, I think.
Yeah, I'd elect if Cameron was on any ballot, I'd get him. I have a couple
Diplomat.
diplomats. I
He's
have
a
a couple
dip.
diplomats t-shirts upstairs.
There you go. So
Respect
where
it.
are you think what are the prospects of moving to? Where are you thinking of moving to?
So here's kind of what I wanted to touch on. This is something.
You're
So
coming to New York.
not coming to New York. I'm
Okay.
not coming to New York. I've told you the chest palpitation anxiety that you get on a daily basis just from existing is what happens to me when I step foot in New York City.
Fair
I have a
enough.
good time. I love it. Food's incredible. There's no better place to have a long weekend. As soon as I get back on the plane, heading back to wherever I came from, a huge weight off my
Yeah,
shoulders.
you're like relieved.
The stress and anxiety of being in that town at all times, great for some people, not for me. Also, I'm about 1.5 times larger than the average person
Hmm.
already in a tight city. It's not great.
Yeah,
A lot of
city's not built for the big man.
they were not building with me in mind. I'm more of
No.
a wide open spaces kind of guy. If I had to guess, this time next year we tape the first episode,
Okay.
season 5.
Okay.
I will be in Virginia, North, or South Carolina. Those are
Wow.
my
Wow.
fiance wants to go to Maine, but I don't know if
I hope it's not South Carolina so you can still gamble.
I've thought about that. I've thought about that. That weighs on my mind heavily.
Yeah.
Often.
I want to go to North Carolina eventually. I want to move to the Raleigh area, preferably Cary, the triangle
Cary's
of
great.
research, maybe.
Cary's a great place.
Yeah.
I've been to Cary. I actually lived in Cary, so
There we go.
near the lake.
I'm excited for your upcoming bachelor party.
You gonna be there?
It's another point I'd like to bring up.
Bring it up.
I don't know where I'm going to live in 2 weeks.
That's tough.
And your bachelor party is in 2 weeks.
I think you need to. I think you need to get an Airbnb and figure it out. I think you need to put things on hold.
It is so difficult to find. It is harder to find a roommate than find a date. Like
I
it's
believe
harder
that.
to find a roommate.
I believe that. I can't.
I'm on multiple apps. I'm on apps. Swipe on me, please. I've lived with guys
I
and girls.
the whole New York City scene is tough. I don't know how you do. I don't know how you've been there for how many years? How many years is this? Six, five,
I think it's five. I think this will be
five?
my fifth. I think I'm in my fifth year.
I don't like to honestly, and this is something. This is a genuine compliment. I respect you for just picking up everything, moving to New York City. That's a very ballsy move. Something I could never do.
Yeah, my salary's not really increasing at the rate that the city is increasing.
That's I think that's everywhere, buddy. But especially in New York, I think that's tough.
Times are not good.
It's not economic conditions in the country not great. That's why we're here to stimulate the
That's
economy.
right. I need listen. I'm trying to stimulate something later. You feel me?
Easy, kid. It's tough. I could not do the New York City thing as we talked about, and that's why I'm like honestly, and that's one of those things where you talk about where you move and where you're looking to move. I feel like do you go on vacation? It's like an immediate like you go on vacation like 2 days there. Like I could live here. I couldn't live. You're like sizing up the people. You're like I'd be okay here. Like
At
you're
most places I go to, the way you are with New York is the way I am with other places.
so you go to like you would go to like a nice beach town and you'd be like not for me, too slow.
I'd be like, it's 10:30 p.m. How come I can't go get a Diet Coke somewhere?
Cary's gonna be tough for you then, buddy. Just saying.
Is this? Can you answer me this? Is this why people that live in suburbia like love like Costco and Sam's Club and they have like pallets of things in their garage and they have like a fridge in their garage that's solely for drinks,
Yeah,
like because like they
100%.
can't go get it down the block.
1,000%. Yeah. We have a
So
growing.
urban sprawl leads to the consumerism, the hyper-consumerism that is the American citizen.
Some could say, and some
Okay.
could say, suburbs lead to, cheaper housing, little bit better options. Everybody maybe helping you out.
Okay. I could use some cheaper housing.
But that's tough. We'll dig deeper next week. Week zero, we'll dig deeper into like we'll do like where in the world is Carmen San Diego with where's Yinzer looking because things are happening. I'm just gonna say.
I could listen, and I could have a roommate by this time next week. I mean, I'm talking to a person right now. Gave him my number. He's supposed to hit me up yesterday. He didn't.
I think send him the pod. Let him do that.
Hey, bud, this is what I'm about.
This is what you're about. Where? Let me ask you this before we bookend this because I'm trying to just get inside the Dimes man.
Sure.
Money not
Pause
an
on that. Major pause on that.
major pause. Where money not an object, you can live anywhere you want. Where is it?
I've never been to LA
Okay, thinking
because I mean, if you have money in New York, like that rules. But I feel like if you have money in LA, that's
no.
like a whole different thing.
Do you mean like LA? Like you're gonna live in San Diego? You're gonna live on like Manhattan Beach? Or you talking about like I want to live in Los Angeles? I want to live in the nitty gritty with all the
No,
traffic. What are you
no,
talking?
not nitty gritty, but maybe like I mean like in the hills somewhere.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know if that's my speed, but there you go.
Because you get more space. I mean, if I was rich in New York, like I would still be living in a box. It'd just be a bigger box.
100%. I mean that goes without saying. That's why I'm like New York, fun place to visit, not for your boy.
Okay.
But do you want to talk? Let me ask you this. I have some great preseason stuff. I have some great futures, and I also have some stuff to test your knowledge. What do you want to do first?
Let's tease the people with a couple picks because I have a decent amount of preview picks. Like I have like
Love it.
four team totals. I only have one national championship future, and I have a few conference futures.
Okay, you start us off. You start us off. You can either do team totals or futures, however you want to do it.
Okay. Well, let's start them off with something slow. Let's start them
Okay.
off with a team total.
Okay.
I have, and I got this locked in today because I had a profit boost. And anytime you get a profit boost, you got to take advantage of it.
I'm using
Unfortunately, I had a 100% profit boost the other day that I could put $50 on, and I did not. I forgot to use it,
That's tough.
and it went away.
That's tough.
I have under 4.5 wins on the year for Sam Houston State
Okay.
Bearcats.
Okay. Tell the two people in the country that like Sam Houston State why you're fading them.
This team, so the overlying theme for college football right now, and this is why we don't really talk about this type of stuff that involves like litigation or TV contracts or uh, there's just the state of the sport. There's an overlying theme, and it's fear of the unknown.
100%.
So what I have to do right now is bet on things that I know.
Okay.
Okay. And what do I know about Sam Houston State? Sam Houston got decimated in the offseason. Their head coach, Casey Keeler, took over at Temple. He's going to try to revive them. Their defensive coordinator is gone. I literally just had it in my head where he was, and now he's at some Texas school. He's at North Texas. He's at North Texas. So you've lost two main coaches. You're technically returning three starters on defense, which what even is that? You're returning five on offense, but like, are some of them transfer guys? Basically, what I'm trying to say is this team got portal and this team got like lost everything.
There's a theme to that on my next pick too. So I'm glad I feel like we're already on the same page, already on the same line.
Right. And Phil Longo is the head coach,
Yeah.
which that's if you have to do that, if you have to get former air raid disciple, former failed Wisconsin offensive coordinator Phil Longo as your head coach, I feel safe going against that. For the sake of the pod, I will play schedule game, and for because I imagine not a lot of people are familiar with the Conference USA scheduling. Sam Houston opens at Western Kentucky, which is a
Mm-hmm.
conference game, and that's a team that could win the conference. Then they play at home against UNLV. That's Dan Mullen's UNLV. Anthony Colandrea. Dan Mullen is taking in a lot of major Power Five bounce backs. They're not going to be as good as last year with the go-go offense, but they'll still be talented. Then Sam Houston has to go to Hawaii, which that's not going to be easy for them. Then they play at Texas. Then they play at New Mexico State. Then they're home against Jack State and UTEP. Then they're on a back-to-back. La Tech, Louisiana Tech, and Oregon State. I think I have two losses there. They're home against Delaware. They're at Derek Mason's Middle Tennessee State, which is an improved team. And then they finish the year off with FIU. I don't know how you get to five on that. I don't
It's
see five.
tough.
So that's
It's
my
tough.
first one. And I'll try to be quicker with the other ones. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I'm gonna go honestly a lot of the same things you did. You said that they had starters returning.
Total, yeah.
Cut that in half for Marshall. There's four guys back.
I also
Marshall,
have a Marshall wins under. That's
I'm
another.
under.
That's a lock it up.
We locking that up under 5.5.
Oh, I
Marshall
got 4.5.
4.5. When'd you bet it?
I bet it yesterday.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm like I said, a lot of these I try to get the adjusted line. We'll see for one of these futures. It has moved quite a bit.
But still,
But
four and a half. I
guys,
have confidence in. It's plus money, but I have confidence in that.
yeah, Marshall, I have the 5.5. I think it's about minus 115. For starters, the coach left. There is no team that got hit harder in the portal than Marshall. And just going off that, basically in my bet, it means they have to make a bowl game. You are not going to make a bowl game, especially in this transfer area where it's as soon as it starts going bad, guys jump ship, guys leave for their next opportunity.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's at big schools. Florida State that happens to. Marshall, I don't see the cohesion. Maybe they're building something. It's not going to be this year. So
no.
Marshall under 5.5. Dimes has it at 4.5, but
In turn, are you writing these down?
I can.
In turn, because we both have the Marshall under. I have the Southern Miss team total over
Yeah, you're taking all the guys.
because all the Marshall guys, minus that one guy who got accused of heinous crimes, and I think he might have been charged.
Yeah,
I don't know the D lineman that's with the Patriots now. He did
yeah,
not nice things.
not
And he
great.
was a beast on defense for Marshall last year. But Charles Huff took a quarter of the Marshall roster, and now they're at Southern Miss. And I believe if you win the Sun Belt, and then you just take the Sun Belt to like a place that has better recruiting, like the Deep South, I'm gonna assume you're gonna be better. Southern Miss, their over under is 5.5. I have the over. I have them winning 6 games. They start the year at a home game against an in-state big boy, Mississippi State, who's not good. They're
Not great.
10-point dogs in that at home, folks. If that gets to 10.5, or maybe Joe Public sees, oh, it's a SEC team going to G5, and that gets like 13.5, folks. Don't be
You're
surprised if you
firing.
see Southern Miss on the card week 1.
You're firing.
Then they play Jackson State, App State at home, at Louisiana Tech, Jacksonville State at home. Bye week, they're on a back-to-back at Georgia Southern, at Louisiana. It's probably 2 losses. Then they play at home against Monroe, at Ark State, home against Texas State, at South Al, and finish the year at Troy. And I'm down on Troy this year. So there you go.
My
Six
next one,
wins.
and I'm actually doing a bounce back. I feel like this one is too easy. It's Purdue over 2.5 wins. Uh,
Okay.
I got two right off, Ball State and Southern Illinois, and they just need to win one of these. Illinois, Minnesota, Northwestern, or Rutgers. Purdue, are they going to be a great Big Ten team? No.
No.
I'm giving them, if the over under was 2, it's an over every time. Slam it. Is Purdue able to win one of those games? I think yes. I think 3 is an easy win. Barry Odom. They actually have some decent recruits, decent transfer guys coming in. So give me Purdue at least over 2.5, playing for some pride. Purdue plays hard. Two and a
Okay.
half.
Purdue plays hard. I love that. I love that.
And then I only have one more win total. I have a lot more futures. I didn't
I
do a ton of.
have I have one. I think I have two. Yeah, I have two more team totals.
All right, knock them both out.
I'll do them in quick succession because, well, this one is juice to the gills, but I took it after I saw another starter left this team. They have just lost a wide receiver. I'm taking the under on Northern Illinois, and their team total is 6.5. Now it's juiced like crazy, so you might find it at 5.5. I still like the under 5.5. Thomas Hammock is a fine coach. They got a new offensive coordinator who used to be the head coach at University of Charleston. They had some success in West Virginia. Northern Illinois is returning 2 offensive starters and 3 defensive starters. Maybe now it's 1 offensive starter with this receiver I just saw transfer. Not good. Don't look for them to do the thing that they did last year against Notre Dame. Don't look for that because it's not going to happen. Let's see, Holy Cross in Maryland, 1-1 at Mississippi State. Then they play San Diego State. That's a loss. Miami of Ohio, who I actually really like in the MAC this year. I think that's a loss. At Eastern Michigan and at Ohio, those are 2 tough teams in the MAC. You get Ball State at home. I'll give you the win on that. Then you play at Toledo. It's definitely a loss. At UMass, UMass will bite someone this year. And then they close the year out with Western Michigan and Kent. I got like 3 on the bat right there. I got 3 for you. And then my other one, I was given bad info.
I know what this one's going to be.
I have 4 units on the team total Colorado Buffaloes under 5.5. And it's like minus 102. So it's almost even.
Yeah,
I
I
was
don't
given
think
bad info. I thought Dion was leaving.
enough said. Enough said on that.
Enough said on that. That's all I have to say on that. Listen, it wouldn't let me buy out of the ticket, but I've convinced myself that it's going to be a winner.
It's going to be a winner. My last one, and then I want to get the big picture because I go for feel here. I like these. I like the win totals, and this was actually my biggest one last year. Little less wins last year. It was 5.5 last year, 8.5 this year for the Indiana Hoosiers. With my boy Signetti just trying to like get his SEC light schedule, 8.5 wins. It's a very soft non-con, about as soft a non-con as you could get. In a Big Ten that I think is a little bit better, but I think it's a little bit worse at the top. I think it's a little bit better in the fact that some of those middle teams came up, but I don't think it's as strong as it was top heavy last year. So I think
Okay.
the Hoosiers can make a run at the playoffs again, over 8.5 wins. ODU, Kennesaw State, Indiana State, Illinois, tough, Iowa, Oregon, Michigan State, UCLA, Maryland, PSU, Whiskey, Purdue. I think it's going to be close to that number. I think we get to 9 more times than we get to 8 for that. Even money still on that, but I believe in the Hoosiers. Brought in some new guys, and he's a dog, man. But if we're going to go into futures, and we're going to go into, or just recapping this for everybody,
Sure, sure.
I have Marshall under 5.5. Frankie has Marshall under 4.5. I have Purdue over 2.5, and I have IU over 8.5. Frankie has Southern Miss over 5.5, Northern Illinois under 6.5, and Colorado Buffaloes under 5.5. So those are your futures. We want to get some win totals. As for futures, this is Frankie mentioned uncertainty. And that's certainly something that I think is the theme for this year because you can go to every team in the top 15 and find a big flaw. There is a giant wart on a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
these teams.
there's so much bad quarterback play this year.
Hunter, and the thing is there going to be, do we know even the good quarterbacks that we're going into the year, are these guys going to rise? There's going to be one quarterback that's always going to rise up. That's got probably, going to start out that was, hey, he was a 3rd or 4th round pick. Now he's a 1st, like Cam Ward last year. The popular play is Lenora Sellers on that. Great Heisman pick still at 20-1. So if you have like $100 you never want to see again, that'll pay for a nice vacation. But I want to go through. I pulled a few things and I wrote these down last year. These are important things in trends. I pulled trends from last year and trends from this year, and these are things that held. The things we need to remember in a 12-team playoff, and this is something I'm going to be hammering on. I'm going to write these on my laptop above my desk.
Yeah.
You need to buy low after bad losses.
Okay.
Notre Dame, Ohio State. Bad losses. If you would have bought the dip right there, you would have come out very handsomely. That's as far as futures,
I like that.
making the playoffs, all
I
that
like
stuff.
that. I like the buy low.
So those teams that have a very bad loss that are quality teams, it's not a death sentence anymore. One, two, even three losses doesn't mean you're out of the mix. We've seen it in the NFL. Teams stumble out of the gate, they get stronger. So that's, I think, we need to take more of an NFL approach to that.
Yeah, that's not
Uh,
crazy.
and this is a check mark in the Dimes playbook. The public was 60% against the spread in non-Saturday games last year. What does that mean? Less action, less, a little bit looser lines. So those Thursday night, Friday night action games where Frankie's playing these dog shit teams, there might be a little bit of an edge there. So if you
You're
were to
starting to
take,
see the vision.
I'm just saying, if you would have the public last year, you could have faded them. They were pretty, it was dogs weren't great last year, so you couldn't have just done a pure short play. But public was 60% against the spread in non-Saturday games. I thought that was a very interesting stat. Here is a stat that won 2/3 of the time, and this is something that I'm going to remember, and this is something I'm going to almost do as a principal play. Games with totals over 60 were 64% under last year.
I love that. I
And I
love
have
that.
one more for you. That's even better. It's 67%.
If it's
You, you,
over 70?
it's 60, I think it's at 68.3, 68.3 something.
Yeah.
So, Frankie Downs, you're a finance guy. Have you ever heard of someone using the term catching a knife when they're talking about investing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Catching a knife. In college football, you'll see something called like a catch a knife total. Whereas a total that drops two or more points from opening went over 67% of the time. What does that mean? A total comes in at 58. By Thursday, it's at 56. If you were to bet that over, 68% of the time it was going to come in. The reason for that, people love to bet the over. So if a game naturally goes down, there's going to be a decent chance for you to get some good value on that buyback. So something to think about. That's where, like, why would a total drop 2 or 3 points? A weather report, a missing starter, something like that, that square players love to jump on. You're going to get that 68% play. If you would follow a 68% better, it would be retired within 6 months.
I
I
love
think
that.
that's some interesting things. Those are some trends that have held out from last year and the year before. So thank you, shout out ChatGPT for compiling those stats.
Sure.
But some fun stats. So some fun things to
Glad
think
to
about.
see you're with the computers as opposed to against them like last year.
You know what? I want to see some trends. I want a little more
Robot
info.
girlfriend incoming.
I don't know about all that. I don't know if I'm going to have them pick my games, but
Okay. You and I have the same. It says we're running out of time in like
mhm,
4.5 minutes, but if we go over, we can do whatever.
we'll
Uh,
go we'll go long.
okay. Well, then we'll just keep talking, and whenever it
We'll
shuts
do
us
a part
down,
two.
we'll do a
Yeah,
part two.
we'll do a part two.
You and I have the same national championship pick.
Who is it?
Daggone Clemson.
I'm heavy on Clemson.
I'm so
I'm
every time I get like a $5, $10 free bet, I go and put them on. I had a $50 free play the other day. I put it on. Like I'm just every little bit I can keep stacking on the Tigers. I keep doing it.
I am as heavy on Clemson as any team, and I think there's a reason for that. Frank mentioned at the top, uncertainty. The most certain team is Clemson. They're bringing back a ton of starters. They're favored in 12 games. Potential Heisman quarterback,
Yep.
two top five picks on the defensive line, and most importantly, Tom Allen coaching the defense. A fantastic coach, one of the true difference makers. Tom Allen coaching the defense in a weak conference. They're not going to get beat up every week like the SEC. I think Clemson is, especially right now, sitting around between anywhere you can get it between 9 and 12 to 1. Please shop that line, especially if you can get it higher than
And you know
12.
what I'm gonna do?
So
If Clemson loses game one to LSU,
hammer it,
I'm hammering more of it.
hammer it. I truly think Clemson, and this has been what the only thing that worries me is this is starting to become a very popular pick. This is something I was on. We were talking in June, June or July, and I'm like, I don't know, see why Clemson isn't a top, isn't one of those top two teams. I think Texas and Penn State have more question marks than Clemson. So we'll see. Maybe we're buying in a little too early, but if we're looking at, I have three Clemson plays already in futures. Clemson and ACC at plus 110. I got it at plus 180. Clemson and Natty at 12 to 1. And then this is one of my favorite plays. Clemson and Texas to make the playoff, even money. To
Wow.
be one of the two. If you don't think those teams are going to be ranked in the top 12, I'd love to hear your argument. But
That's even
Texas,
money. I like
even
your
money.
key. I took your Keystone parlay.
Yeah.
Yinzer's
So
parlay corner.
Yeah, I love that, dude. That was a great play.
The Keystone
We'll
Parlay
get
is going to
to
be so much fun this year. For those that are curious, the Keystone Parlay, Yinzer, what do they call Pennsylvania?
the Keystone, baby, held the Union together, held
That's
the
right.
country together.
So the Keystone Parlay, as brought to you by Yinzer and Yinzer Incorporated, is two
Yep,
legs at plus 100. What a surprise. Seems to be a trend here with him.
we love it.
It's Penn State to make the playoff. Proven quarterback, proven coaching staff, proven this, that, and the third. And a major upgrade on defensive coordinator, bringing in Knowles from Ohio State.
Hmm.
Um,
Big
coupled
hire.
that with over 7.5 wins for the Steelers. Little NFL talk.
No chance the Steelers don't win 8 games. Tomlin could drag me a quarterback to 8 games. I think that is a nuclear lock. I think that is
I
something that
put
needs to
four
be
units
floated.
on it.
Yeah, that's a huge play. And something, and also if you want to play the Heisman, Klubnik around 11-1 to Heisman. I would rather take Clemson to win the Natty at 10-1 than Klubnik at 10 or 11-1. Just something to think about. But
But I
I
have
do.
a I have a make playoff parlay.
Let's hear it.
It's $5.
Okay.
$5 to win a lot more than five.
Okay.
And it's to Penn State to make the playoff.
Like it.
Clemson to make the playoff.
Love it.
Notre Dame to make the playoff.
See who's a quarterback.
Uh Boise to make the playoff.
Probably the best non P5 or P4.
LSU to make the playoff.
Big on LSU.
And
What's
then the
that
big
at?
one is Kansas State. They got to win the Big 12.
K State, the Big 12. We'll talk about the Big 12 next. I like a team in the Big 12, but if you told me Kansas State, Texas Tech, Utah, or even if you want to take Arizona State
Yeah.
to win that Big 12, I wouldn't be shocked. I think that's truly going to be the conference where that's where you need to just put a couple lotto tickets and have fun.
That's what I
West
did.
Virginia,
Yeah.
not in that mix.
No, they're
But
not.
I even think Utah at 6-1 to win the Big 12 is interesting. New quarterback. They're such a good team year in and year out that
This could be his
they're
last year. This could be his last year there.
this is just such a fun team year in and year out, and they're always in games. So I think that's a good team. You know they're going to be able to win tough games, which is great with Utah. Um, I have a few other picks. All right. I know we stopped. We said I'd want to get to a few other picks. I have a few
Yes.
other futures that I want to get through. I know you have some conference winners you want to get through.
That's right. And then we also have a game.
I got something for you at the end. I want to test your knowledge. I want to test your prep.
Okay.
Frankie always tells me he's in the prep. He's in this. I want to see where we're at. That's want to see
Have you been taking your prep?
I think you have.
Okay.
I've been waiting for you. I want to test where you're at. So
Okay. Let's get through the rest of these conference winners and then other features.
here's my conference winners. Clemson in the ACC
Okay.
plus 175. It's plus 110 now. Texas Tech to win the Big 12 plus
Okay.
650. 21 starters back. And they are the true test if NIL works because no one is doing NIL bigger than the Red Raiders.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
plus
put a
650.
25 I put a $25 free bet on the Red Raiders to win the conference at
We love it.
650.
I think Kansas State can win. I think Utah can win that money. LSU to win the SEC plus 700. Why not? Dart throw. And the final one that I have to win. Actually, I think that's it. That's all I have, at least for my conferences. I think, gun ahead, Penn State, I think wins the Big Ten, but that's no fun. I like plus 190.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of fun.
I have
So,
Texas Tech to win the conference at 650. I
nice.
have a couple little $5 ones on Conference USA. I have one for Middle Tennessee State. I think they'll be much improved. And then I have one for Southern Miss to win the Sun Belt because that's just the winners of Sun Belt last year are now just at a different school.
Yeah.
And then also have a Georgia Southern to win the Sun Belt at 750. If this is
Okay.
arguably Clay Helton's best team he's had there, they're physical up front, and I like that. And I also have a degenerate $25 free bet four leg conference winner Parleasy.
Let's hear
Uh,
it.
Clemson, Boise
Okay.
State
All right.
to win the Mountain West. Toledo to win the MAC. This is top to bottom the best team in the MAC. And it's weird that Jason Candle has only won this league twice when they're consistently the best team in the MAC.
At least
Um,
going into the season.
and then the last one is sort of up for grabs, but we're gonna rock with it, mostly due to the coaching staff. Tulane win the American.
Okay.
Tulane to win the American.
Okay.
Now I know their quarterback is playing at Duke now, but I think it's just a plug and play. It's a plug and play.
I got because did Tulane get the kid from BYU?
Yeah, they did, but I don't think
Yeah.
he's gonna start right now.
Okay. He's not going to start?
Not off, not like maybe give it like a week or two.
Yeah. I have the last future. I have a futures chart I have up here. I have a big old spreadsheet. I did leave one out, and this one is actually plus 25. So 25 to 1. Excuse me, not plus 25 to 1, 25-40 for those keeping score at home. And it's Clemson, Penn State, Texas to win their conferences, 25 to 1. Seems a little more likely than 25 to 1. So that's 50 to win about $1,400. That'll be a fun one if that hits. That'll
I
be a
could
big
use
money
that.
night.
I could use that.
So
That's rent money.
yeah, that's actually a pretty fun one. So I got that on FanDuel at plus
What was that
25-40.
one that you had? The Texas. It has a two leg Texas to make the playoff.
Texas, oh sorry, Texas, Clemson both make the playoffs even money.
I think I might have to find the best line for that and do that. I am heavily invested in the Clemson Tigers this year.
We are both. This season will go on how far Clemson takes
Yeah,
us.
like it will get to like week 7 and they'll lose that
They're gonna
LSU
be out.
game and then like stub their toe in like a conference game and we're just like it's over.
Yeah, well, that'll be like the gun and mouth pod, like the West Virginia Hail Mary loss pod. That'll
The
top
West
that.
Virginia blowing two leads to
Yeah,
Pitt loss.
Jesus. As for Heisman, I think it's going to be a chalky Heisman. I think the Heisman odds have been completely nerfed. You just don't find fun Heisman odds anymore. Warren
No,
last year.
I'm a Maxwell truther. I don't care about the Heisman anymore.
Well, we'll see. We'll bet some Ben Narek futures next week. But if I had some free bets or I had some money that I never want to see again, Sellers 19 to 1, Klubnik 10 to 1. I think those are some fun ones. I don't. We'll get into this later. We'll get into this as we get into week one. It'll be important. Week zero, we have some actually we have some okay games for week zero next week. So we have some fun
I got
stuff.
to
But
pick on week 0.
hold it,
Are we doing
hold
that
it.
next week?
Yeah, we'll do it next
That's
week.
right. Next week's week 0. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have a wedding next week. I'm the officiant at a wedding.
we'll do it. Then we'll get it knocked out early. But I
Yeah.
think I don't think that I think that Klubnik, I think that Sellers, and then I think maybe if you want to get on the Nuss bus, Drew Aller, and Arch Manning, there's no juice. Arch Manning has played 2 games and he's like almost a 3 to 1 favorite.
That's
And
nuts. That's nuts.
that's
That's
no,
nuts.
that's reserved for like if you get a Manziel type coming back, but there's no fun in that. But I think that's it. As far as these top 5 teams, which I don't want to go too deep into these, Ohio State, I don't trust.
No, not right
Texas,
now.
Texas, we'll see. Arch, maybe, it'll be fun to watch Arch regardless. Not a top 5 team, but actually a future that is looking at me like the Green Goblin mask is Bama to miss the playoffs at plus 180. How's Bama going to be better than they were last year? And Bama got left out. I don't know. I get Kalen DeBoer says he's got his team now and he's got named the starter and the
They did.
offensive
Yeah.
line is going to be
They're great
absolutely
up front. They're
insane.
great up front. They do
Yeah.
have the best linemen in the country.
Yeah, Proctor. They got some sick guys, but plus 180, and I think the SEC is going to be just a gauntlet. I think Ole Miss is going to be better than people think. I think Tennessee is going to be dog shit, but so did Nico, so he's at the beach. But I think that's good as far as this preview goes. Is a little chalky, yes. So is college football. I think the biggest, and I'll ask you one last question before we go on this.
Sure.
Which team do you feel the most uncertain about? Which team can you just not get a handle on?
Um, Oregon is consistently in like top 5, and
Yeah.
I don't really know much about them. And maybe it's because they're on the West Coast and I'm like not like tapped in as much, but like what do they got going on?
They have a really fun tight end. They got some speed. They have a really fun defensive tackle. And the problem with Oregon is for years they've been the plug and play quarterback where it doesn't matter who they are. Maybe more is going to take them again. I have more concerns about, I don't think I would love to take some bets like who finishes higher, Penn State versus Oregon, or even I don't know if I trust Oregon. The team for me is Georgia.
No, yeah, that's probably
It,
the better answer because Oregon apparently has a really, really good defense, but
yeah, Georgia for me, they keep talking up this Georgia team, and I don't get it. They're saying Georgia, forget which, I don't know if it was Kirby, but Georgia said this is the best receiver room they've had in 15 years. Think about the receiver rooms they've had at Georgia.
it's pretty.
You're thinking of some studs. You're thinking of some absolute studs on that team. And for Georgia to say that, I don't know. It raised some alarm bells because Georgia is not they're not puffing their chest out a lot. So that kind of sets off some alarm bells for me. And then the only other team is Miami. Could Miami be good? Miami is also one of those teams where they could compete for the ACC, or they could be. You could tell me Miami misses the playoff, or excuse me, not misses the playoffs, misses is out of the top 25 at the end of the year. I'd believe it.
Right.
So, I don't know. Beck, who knows? The dude is an absolute nightmare off the field. So, negative intangibles. So I'm not riding that team. I think
Everyone's
Clemson
really
is
high on Auburn, but like that's an unknown. Ole Miss is an
freshman.
unknown. South Carolina's an unknown. They lost their defense to the NFL. I mean,
Yeah.
year two of Lincoln Riley, or what is it? Year three, whatever it is, year whatever, not year two, but it's like year three of Lincoln Riley at USC. That's an unknown. The whole Big 12 is an unknown.
Whole Big 12 and Michigan, Bryce Underwood, the $13 million man, not starting. So Michigan getting their
Young,
like,
talented quarterbacks that we don't know.
yeah,
Lagway in Florida. I mean, this whole thing,
no,
it's fear of the unknown, and that's why we're so heavy on Clemson.
it's
We
gonna be
know what we have at Clemson.
we know what we have. We know the product we're getting. And honestly, I think Dabo has started to look in the mirror, embrace the portal, embrace outside help, Tom Allen. And I think he finally
You
has
know
the
who
quarterback.
their co-OC is at Clemson?
Who is it?
Matt Luke.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Former Dead Duck Ole Miss head coach Matt Luke. Former Georgia national championship assistant. I forgot he after he got fired from Ole Miss, he went to Georgia as just like a hangout guy and he got a couple
Is
rings.
is Dabo starting over the home for
I
coaches that
think
don't
this
coach
is
good no more?
I think this is the I think this is the rehab center.
This is the Ole Miss or the Lane Kiffin Rehab Center. So I think Clemson's it. But if you can take anything away from this pod is Clemson is who we're hitching our wagon to.
Yep.
Take your favorite Big 12 team, throw a dart, and then look at some of these to make the playoff combos. And then again, Frankie
It's
mentioned we
12
mentioned earlier, if you
teams.
12 teams, if you see a team that stumbles out of the gate or stumbles at a big game, doesn't mean they're dead in the water. It's not 2008 anymore. It's not the BCS. So think of Notre Dame, think of Ohio State after Michigan last year. And honestly, I can't wait for the season to get started.
Me too.
Um,
Me too.
Something that I do want to do, I have two different, these are two variations of the same game, but this is something I like to do with my buddy, the Big Putts. I will literally, he's an absolute, he's disgusting. I
Yeah.
will send him like a picture of a player from like 1998 and he'll name it. It's disgusting. I'm not going to do that with you. Two
Okay.
different types of autism at play right here. So I want to see how much prep you're doing. So, Frank, I have generated some fake names and I also have real names of players.
Oh my God.
I want you to tell me if these players are real or fake, and we're going to do two different versions. The first one, you just have to tell me real or fake. For every real guy you get, if you get the university right, I'll Venmo you $5. Maybe I'll pay for your dinner. Who knows?
Oh.
I don't want to see any Googling. I don't want to see anything. You got like a 3-second timer to say real or fake. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to start with this gun. So
Wait, do
you
I
have
have
to
to
give
name
me
the school?
to get the money, you got to name the school. Just to say real or fake, you just got to say real or fake.
Okay.
So if you say
This is
real, I'm
gonna
going to
be
give you, you're
bad.
going to
This is
tell
gonna
me.
be bad. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna make
All
me
right.
look really
I'm going to,
bad.
all right. All right. I'm just going to go with these. Pig cage.
What'd you say? Sorry.
Pig cage. Real or
Uh,
fake?
not real.
He is real. He plays at Incarnate Board.
You're giving me FCS. You're
He's been
giving
a he's listen.
FCS.
He's been a P5 guy. He's been at a few big schools.
You're giving FCS.
Next one, Garrison Stetler. Where does he play?
I don't know where he plays. That sounds like a quarterback. I'm just gonna say it's true.
He is fake. Made that name up.
Yeah,
That's a fake name.
that's a good quarterback name.
It's a great name. Air Noland.
All right, that's a
Where does
real
he play?
guy. That's a real guy.
That is a real guy. Where does he play?
Air Noland.
Air Noland.
LSU.
Ohio State. He's
Yeah,
a
I
big
didn't
time
know.
recruit at Ohio State.
Yeah, yeah. I heard that name before.
Next one, Nitro Tuggle. Where does he play?
Okay, that's got to be real.
Yeah, that's real. Where does he play?
Nitro. Is this an FCS?
No.
Okay. Nitro Tuggle sounds like a Texas guy.
Formerly Georgia, now Purdue. I think Nitro like to do about a $1.10, $1.20 in the old Charger. So
Nitro hit the NOS.
he did the nos. All right. Cash Drummond.
That's real.
That is fake. Although,
Dang.
although you search that one up on Twitter, you're probably going to find a few Cash Drummonds. Not saying.
I don't know. I'm scared. I actually don't know what if I want to look this up now.
I got one more for you.
I'm trying to get $5 out of this, Frank. Come on.
I got two more for you. Buck Rollins. Where does he play?
This is a real guy.
That's a fake guy. Buck Rollins, figment of my imagination.
Okay. Well, you
All of
screwed me because you said, where does he play?
all of these guys that are fake, I took from my college football recruiting team. So there
Oh,
you go.
that's great. Oh, that's great.
Final one, King Large. Where does he play?
My God. He's at P5? We're
No.
thinking too. We're thinking too
Wait.
hard. This isn't a real
Shit.
guy.
I
This is
don't.
a fake
It's
guy.
a. Okay. What do you think? Real or fake?
That's a fake guy.
He's real. He plays at SMU.
I think I got one right. Maybe
I think
two.
you got Aaron Nolan. Okay. The next one, and I just want you to say, you can tell me this final one. This is actually what got me last week. Is this player a college quarterback or a country singer?
Okay.
Okay. Bailey Zimmerman.
Bailey Zimmerman.
Bailey Zimmerman.
That's a real guy. That's a quarterback.
That is a country singer. It sounds like
Dang.
a chick. Honestly, it got me because I think I was telling my buddies, they were like, there's something coming up with the CMTs like up next Bailey Zimmerman. I was like, I'm gonna hang around. I bet this chick's hot. Dude, got me. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you'll
Like
have that sometimes.
if you told me that if you're like if your boy came home, he's like, I gotta go hit up Bailey Zimmerman down at Alpha Phi, you'd be like, nice, dog.
Nice, nice.
Nice. All right. Hunter Watson.
I'm gonna say it's a quarterback.
It is a quarterback, and he hopefully won't be too well because he's the quarterback for Sam Houston. That's probably how that name stuck out for him.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Walker White.
Gosh.
I did some good ones.
I'm gonna say that's a country guy.
That's the quarterback for Memphis. Might be a
Yeah,
country
I
guy.
wouldn't have had that one.
All right. Maddox Batson.
That's a quarterback.
That is a country singer.
I don't know these guys at all.
Last one. Tyler Van Dyke.
Oh, okay. Well, he was a quarterback. Uh,
Still is.
really? Okay, I didn't know
There
if he was done. Is he at Wisconsin still?
SMU transfer.
Okay, okay.
There was a couple trick ones where there were guys that used to be quarterbacks and now
And
are
now they're
country
country singers.
I
Yeah.
didn't do that to you. But honestly, I
Let
picked
me
him up.
give you one. Goose
Okay, give me one.
Crowder.
What is it?
Goose Crowder.
He sucks. He's a quarterback.
But
He's at
he
Troy.
sounds like a country singer, don't he?
Yeah. He's at Troy. He's garbage. Him and everything from Troy could be burned. I never want to hear that name again. He's garbage. Former Mountaineer, but honestly, I could go 30, 40 deep with these. This could be a game on the street where you just play college football quarterback or country singer. I feel like it's going to sweep the nation. Play with your friends.
I like that. Let me give
Well,
you one. Let me give you
give
one.
me one. Give me one.
I'll just go in my Phil Still here and see what I got.
See what you
Uh,
got.
Chase Jenkins.
I think that's a country singer.
I just said I'm going in my Phil Steele.
I don't know. It could have been a fake out.
Wasn't a fake out. He's a quarterback at Old Dominion.
Oh, ODU. Oh,
Okay. Let me.
I tried to keep most of these Power Five, Power Four. Try to keep most Power Four for you.
Okay.
Incarnate Ward was, but Pig Cage has been at a few places. Pig Cage has been around.
Let me give you one.
Pig Cage started at LSU. I feel like that was fair.
That was fair. I should have gotten that one. That one's on me. Oh, this is a good one.
Okay.
All right. Country singer
Okay.
or quarterback?
Okay.
Billy Edwards.
Oh, that's a quarterback.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I know that one. Billy Edwards.
That's all I got. That was a fun game. Whenever we do games, it's always good.
The reason I knew Billy Edwards was a quarterback was like that was like on my next tier list of what I was going to put on
That's
there.
that's a country name, baby.
Billy Edwards is a country name. Well, I think that wraps it up. We're going to have some great week zero
It's
plays.
gonna be a great year. I'm excited.
We're going to have some fun. And I think, I don't want to spoil it, but I think we'll be going to the island pretty early next week. The Big Island.
Oh,
Little teaser for everybody.
Malika Mako. That's I
believe.
think that's Merry Christmas.
Uh,
I would like to. Is there anybody in closing a special shout out? We don't do
Other than
these
the
often.
Hulkster?
We
Other
don't,
than the Hulkster?
other than the Hulkster. This is like a real life person.
Mm-mm. Nope, you got to earn my trust. Nobody's earned me a winner yet this year.
I've well, I have people. I have people.
Give them to me.
A special shout out to the A1 Day One listener that will probably text me after this, thanking me for shouting them out. Their coworkers will message me and be like, "Hey, so and so was listening to the pod."
That's huge.
My dentist,
We love it.
Dr. Wilson,
Shout out.
he is awesome. He makes me not anti-dentite because the dentists up here in New York are trying to bang you for whatever they can get you for. It's actually crazy. I didn't find that out until after I went to a dentist and they were like, "Yeah, you got like 7 cavities." And I'm like, "What?" And they were like, "Yeah, they all your teeth they got to come out. You got to come back and
Every
pay
single
like
one.
they got to pay like $700 to get that." And then like I did like an ounce of research and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, dentists in New York are like notoriously like gonna screw you."
Well,
But this guy, he's not accepting new clients. I'm sorry, but he's
of
in
course
he's in
not.
he's
Busy
in West
man.
Virginia. He's in West Virginia. He does a good job.
Yeah. Sounds
Dr.
like the man.
Wilson, the man.
Sounds like the man. Well, hopefully we give him some winners. I'm
I don't even think
excited.
I don't. That's the thing is I don't think he gambles. I think he just likes. He even says, "How's the big man doing?" He'll ask about you.
Guy. What a mensch. What a guy.
Yeah, right.
The hero. Well, I think we got winners. I'm excited. Buddy, I'll talk to you later.
Sounds good, man. All right, week with the preseason talking season.
It's in the books.
It's gonna be
It's
a
time,
great year, man. Year
time to turn
four.
the-
This is a presidency. Year four, baby.
See you, buddy.